The Cold War, 1960. France successfully tests its first atomic bomb. Deployment of Jupiter IRBM, placing nuclear missiles within striking range of Moscow. Sino-Soviet split. The Chinese leadership declares its version of communism is superior. Khrushchev travels to New York City to address the UN General Assembly. 1961. John F. Kennedy becomes President of the United States. A CIA-backed invasion of Cuba, called the Bay of Pigs invasion, failed. The Berlin Wall is built by the Soviets. The Soviet Union resumed testing of nuclear weapons in the atmosphere. They detonate the Tsar Bomba, the most powerful thermonuclear weapon ever tested. 1962. John Glenn becomes the first American to orbit the Earth. The Cuban Missile Crisis. The US and the Soviets fight over nuclear weapons the Soviets installed on Cuba. The Soviet Union successfully launches Mars 1 with the intention of making a flyby of Mars. 1963. The United States agrees to set up a hotline with the USSR. The Partial Test Ban Treaty is signed by the US, UK, and USSR, prohibiting the testing of nuclear weapons anywhere except underground. John F. Kennedy is shot and killed in Dallas. Lyndon B. Johnson becomes President of the United States. 1964. U.S. President Johnson and Soviet First Secretary Nikita Khrushchev announced plans to cut back the production of materials used for making nuclear weapons. China tests its first atomic bomb. The test makes China the world's fifth nuclear power. 1965. Winston Churchill dies. The first Soviet and then American spacewalks take place. 1966. Luna 9 successfully lands on the moon. China detonates a third nuclear device. Surveyor 1 becomes the first American spacecraft to land on the moon. 1967. Latin American and Caribbean countries sign the Treaty of Tlatelolco, which seeks the prohibition of nuclear weapons in their countries. China detonates its first hydrogen bomb. 1968. Johnson suspends bombings over North Vietnam and announces he is not running for re-election. The Treaty on the Non-Proliferation of Nuclear Weapons, NPT, is open for signature. This was to agree not to increase nuclear weapons, disarm current weapons, and share information about the benefits of peaceful nuclear technology. 1969. Richard Nixon becomes President of the United States. Apollo 11 is launched, accomplishing the first moon landing. Vietnamization begins with U.S. troop withdrawals from Vietnam. The strategic arms limitation talks begin in Helsinki.